Due to overwhelming interest and looking ahead at the exciting future for the Realm of Vasten, I'm going to be opening a second server around the same time as the start of Season 3. The old server will continue as was before, with a small group of YouTubers building Kingdomcraft style kingdoms all over the world, community resources, building up the lore, and going on without resets. The new server, I'm calling it Vasten Dimensions, will be slightly different. It will be an exact copy of Vasten up to the end of Season 2, but be open to more people, more builders, and not only YouTubers. There is still an application process to join, but I'm looking for builders who want to work in communities with the goal of building up the world with new kingdoms, lore, and storylines. I plan on recording from both servers, building mainly in the Realm of Vasten, but interviewing, showing off builds, learning the story from the folks building on Vasten Dimensions. I'll be adding in a few plugins for grief protection, most likely, as there will be some people that I'm just getting to know and want to make sure it's a safe environment for people to build and create. The idea of all community resources will be more of a player-made group situation in Vasten Dimensions. So if 3 players want to work together in a kingdom, they will share their resources, but not with the entire server. People can group up as much as they'd like in this community, but I want to leave that to you, my friends, to form these build teams. Now for the rules. No PvP or griefing, it's not that kind of world, but you knew that. I don't think that it should be a problem with plugin protection, but anyone doing this is gone, no questions. The world still must be connected by road. This might be a pain, but trust me, it is important to make the world feel real. All kingdoms must have some sort of storyline or lore behind it. It can develop as you build, no problem, but making the lore fit into canon lore is critical because, and here's the big thing, Vasten Dimensions is canon. This world was created by a rift in space-time that opened a parallel dimensions. Once that rift opened, one world went one way and the other went their own. So lore that existed during Season 1 and Season 2 still applies, but starting in Season 3, it can veer off. In future seasons, there will be a new parallel world created, so you'll get the newest version of Vasten and a chance to start fresh with new kingdoms and new stories. I'm over the moon excited for this, and I just cannot wait to see what you come up with. To apply, join my Discord and send me a DM. If you're a YouTuber, cool, send me your channel. If you aren't, but love the world and want to build, send a handful of your best screenshots. Vasten Dimensions will be starting in early December, so grab our resource pack, available in my Discord, start brainstorming for what you want to add to this rich and wonderful world, and I'll see you in-game. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Realm of Vasten. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm an idiot. I just recorded 2 rather lengthy clips with no audio on. Because I was doing cinematics and I always turn my audio off when I'm doing that, and I didn't check it. I didn't think to check it, and that's what I get. So hey, big news. Big news in the cinematic today. It's one of it's probably the first time since I started doing these back on episode 39 of Season 2, where it's not a lore cinematic. It's kind of a like, hey, you know, here's the exciting stuff. So yeah, second server, Vasten Dimensions, is coming sometime in the beginning of December. I'm not going to put a start date on that because I have some major homework to do on learning plugins and all that stuff. So I think I described all of what is going on in that intro thing. If you have questions, you can ask me in Discord if I missed anything. But I feel good that I kind of covered all the ground. I do see that I could do a little bit of work here. Let me do this while I'm talking. I went through, and I don't know if I showed it last episode or not, but I made this dark oak, like a retaining wall, because this hill used to go up and come down, and I didn't like that. I felt like it should go down and then back up. I think that's a more natural, more interesting way of doing the road. So I just dug that in, just detailed it, and then I built this retaining wall out of stone, thinking that's better, but that needs to be fixed. Cool. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, if you have any questions about Vasten Dimensions, please let me know. I think, again, like I say, I think I covered it all, but you'll have to tell me if I did not. But yeah, I am so excited to get a lot of people involved. Whereas before, you know, for so long of this world, in different spurts, you know, at times it's me and several friends, and then there are different times where it's really kind of just me and all that stuff. And I'm just really excited to have maybe a little bit more consistent. That's okay, right? That's not too lame. I mean, it's kind of like a ramp, but it would be a ramp. That cart's got to get up there somehow to unload the stone. the lore behind this cart is a stone cart, and it brings the stone for the monuments to the fallen. I think it's okay. It's really straight. I don't. It might be better if it's more like this. I wonder if I made regular dirt. I just made a ton of coarse dirt for this road. Yeah, let's see. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's even better. Yeah, kind of like that. That might be better. Like a little parking space. Tell people not to. Okay. Not to park there. Yeah, I think that kind of works. And this would make sense. Like the horses would come here and then they just go right in the stall and get fed and get ready for the next journey back. You know, that's kind of the idea. Yeah, so I need to figure out where the rift is going to be that's going to take you to Vasten Dimensions. Now, it's not going to be in-game. It's not going to be something where one of us who's playing in, like, the Realm of Vasten can take this portal to there. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a server that you just log on to. But I think as far as aesthetics and videos go, I think it's sure going to look like that. And so I want to actually build, like, kind of a rip in space-time that's going to take you to Vasten Dimensions. I think that's going to be really cool because I want to spend, you know, I want to spend a lot of time there and talking and hanging and all that kind of stuff. But before we go any further, someone I want to thank, DNA and his wife Key. They did so much work on this server in the very, very, very early days. DNA, and Key dug out single-handedly almost the entire end temple. So that big room that you saw on Welsknight's tour, or you've seen on any of mine, where you fall down into the end portal, that giant room that was all mined by like efficiency 4 pickaxes back in the early days of this world. And that is, I mean, countless hours of grind so that I could just do some building while they were doing that, and I cannot thank them enough. So super cool, cool people, and I've been playing with DNA on and off for well, geez, wow, years of different servers, mostly modded, up until I started this and kind of found my niche in vanilla. But yeah, big shout out to those guys, awesome builders and super hard grinders. So that was a huge help. That would not have been possible because I don't have the attention span to dig for that long, and they did. That's awesome. So a couple other things I did. So let me talk about this. The palette of this house, of these houses, of this town, village, hamlet, what is this, village? I love it. I think it works really well. It really looks like a village, but with the white concrete, it just is better, you know, and with the spruce trim and the primarily oak wood, and some should be oak, some should be cobble, you know, I'm trying to sort of mix in a few different woods. I'm going to utilize more fireplaces with that amazing coral smoke block that Jerm has so lovingly given us. So I'll be using that as well. But, you know, I want to overhaul this village. I did this too. This is it's the first part of a sort of cobbly restraining wall that I need to go back into and get some mossy. I need to get some vines, actually. I just need a vine farm here that I can go get some vines from time to time and take care of this. I don't know if I showed this. You know, I was on last night with Jerm talking about some things and just I mean, talking about something. We were really just hanging out. I don't know who I'm trying to fool. Yeah, we were just BSing. And oh, hey, is this new? It's like, yeah, it's new. I think I showed it, but if I did, I showed it very briefly. But I think this kind of works for a blacksmith. Now, it's not detailed yet. I need to come back and detail. The only thing I did do was the fireplace. I think actually works pretty well as far as, you know, fireplace goes. And over here is just like a little place that will have, you know, the shop aspect of it. And at some point I'll get to the interior. I'll probably, that kind of stuff is, I think, better off camera generally. Honestly, it's because it's a little tedious. You're like, oh, I want to put a clay pot here. Let me go find my clay, and I'm never organized. And then let me go, you know, smelt up some clay balls and the whole thing. So I'll probably just do that off. But, you know, the idea of this place is to overhaul a vanilla village, and my initial thinking of overhauling a village is to take what houses are there and then modify them, keeping them there, like the guts there, and making it into better, you know? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to take them down and build new houses. I just, looking at these kind of houses, I know that there's a way that you can do it. There's a few series out there of overhauling village. Both MythicalSausage and Prideceratops, who are wonderful builders, have sort of overhauling. I want to say Pride series is Conquest, and MythicalSausage is Jerm's texture pack. So they're really great. You can Google it and you can find it really easily, and they're awesome. But I think that instead of do that, because of constraints of place, I think I'm just going to build a village here. Honestly, it'd actually be faster to do, really, than to overhaul. You know, I can build a house faster than I can change theirs, and maybe one day down the road we'll do the whole keep the house and make it different. But I feel like that's been done, and you've all seen that, and I just want to kind of get this village done. I did do. I think I showed this, this little bridge. It's a super simple bridge, but it kind of does the job. There's a problem though. And the problem is, you know, this area over here feels like a lake, but it's not. It's a river, and the river goes over here, and I didn't really know that. This area is fine. This could be a house and all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't connect over there, but it should connect here. You see what I mean? See the problem? Because I left a hole in the wall, and I left a hole in the wall. This should be a river. So all of this stuff needs to go and get out of the water to let water sort of flow down through, and then we'll have like a little bit of a river walk. So I need to destroy this house, that house, maybe the well. I'll probably keep the well. That's like a fundamental part of village. I'll probably keep the well, actually. I've been thinking about keeping the church too and just dressing it up a little bit, really keep the bones, but everything else has got to go. Like the blacksmith, I have a blacksmith now that's better, so I can get rid of that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I got to do some work. I got to do some real laborious work here. But I wanted to show you something that you may never have seen before. It's from a friend of mine, Eclipsion, who is a wonderful texture and model maker for this game that we all play and love so deeply. What Eclipsion did is make different models for upside down stairs and upside down, well, of both wood and stone variety, but that didn't change them if they're like right side up. So I just thought I would just pop that on and just show you, because it is a thing of, it's a magical thing. Oh, come on, let's go. You can do it. This and this, I think that's the order I have to have it. Eclipse also did something, like you can see it actually right there. It's a weave. He did a weave thing that makes the weave into a 3D model that looks really cool. And there's another block they did a 3D model for. Super. I mean, it's really, if you're into that kind of look, it's really cool. But I just thought I would show this because Eclipsion has been hanging out on my Discord, Jerm's Discord, for so long, and I just think everyone needs to know about this. Look at these textures. Isn't that amazing? That's a resource pack. I mean, look, I don't know how anything works, as you know. That's amazing. That blows my mind. Now, I can't use it. I can't use it because we have built this world without them, and I think that to really use it, you need to kind of start with it, so that way you build things in a proper way. Like you can see the stairs that I've used here, that looks kind of weird up there, right? Like, because I wouldn't have done that if these were in the pack, right? But you can see these stairs are normal, and stone block stairs are normal. They just go up. So, yeah, you can take a look at the town. Some of the builds we've done. I mean, it really changes the build. Now, again, that's not how I'd build if we had this in the pack all along, but you can just see the ideas and just the simple new things that you can build. Here's just one stand by itself. I bet it looks really good. Like, okay, so like, see, this one doesn't work because of the fence, but if the fence weren't there, that would look awesome. Up here, it looks awesome. Oh, so you can see there's a little bit of a problem with, like, by putting, let me see if I can just take this down. See how you can see Minecraft still thinks you can see the what's this called, bounding box, I think, maybe that's, so Minecraft thinks that there's something there, but Eclipsion has told it no, it's a cool new better model. So it doesn't, you have to be careful how you use it, right, to make it work right, but you can see the possibilities, and the possibilities are amazing. Like, it's so cool. Okay, maybe it doesn't work for under here. Again, like, you would have to build this with this from the beginning, I think, or use this if it's like a custom one-time house type of situation. But I mean, you can see that how many different ways you could use a texture pack like this. Super cool. Oh, that's so cool. They even go. I didn't know they went diagonal. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh man, that looks cool. That looks like someone just walked over here and carpentered that up, doesn't it? I love it anyway. Anyway, so great work, Eclipsion. If you're here on the in the video checking it out, please let him know what a great job it is. It'll be linked found in the description to this, and you can download it and check it out for yourself. And you should. It's really cool. It's super cool. It's on CurseForge, so it's a safe download site. I promise. Hey, so I had one question about the Monument to the Fallen. I forgot to ask about these statues. You know, when I look at these statues over at front angles, I love it. I love it so much completely. I totally love that. I think that's as understated and cool of a statue. Of course, I didn't make that up. Like, Google Images is your friend for stuff like that. But it's so simple and it's just elegant. The whole thing, I love it. Really love it. But the view from the side can be a little bit weird. Like it almost looks like that block shouldn't be able to hang on there, right? Because it's like not touching anything, right? It's like near another pixel, but not actually touching it. So I went over here to this block and I actually put a slab there. I mean, yeah, could it support that weight? Probably not, but we're not after absolute realism. We're after like fantasy realism. So let's just pretend like it probably could. So I have a question for my friends, for my YouTube friends. Yes or no on the slabs in the back? I tried stairs and it's bad. Just trust me, it doesn't work. It looks like a humpback of Notre Dame. But yeah, I mean, yes, slab, because before I build like 100 of these, statues, I'd like to sort of have the design down. So slabs yes or slabs no, that would be good. And I will check out the comments for sure, and we will go with whatever the community decides. Okay, that's gonna be kind of the goal. So here's that time in the video where I'm going to cut and go do a whole bunch of building. I'm not going to be reinventing the wheel here. I'm going to be just kind of taking the style from, hey guys, how's it going? From these houses that I've already built and just build about maybe 5 more of them, I think. I need to go make a whole bunch of white concrete, you know, that whole bit. But I'm just going to take between this house, and that house, just the general style, basic style, and just copy. I might even act like copy the exact style. I don't know. We'll see how close it gets. Yeah, just over sort of this area, just kind of fill up this town. And I'm probably going to clear those, clear that farm and those buildings and make it a river. I see you. Wait. No, don't come up. I have a bow now. I forgot. Last episode I got a bow. Hold on. Wait. Don't attack. I don't have an arrow. I need to go find an arrow. In here? No. In here? No. Oh, I have a lot of bones though. That's cool. Okay, hold on a second. I gotta find an arrow and we're oh, there. Okay. Boom! Oh, baby. Oh, I love having a bow again. It's been so long. Okay, anyway, I'll see you back here whenever I build a bunch of houses, okay? Well, I've done it. I've done it again. I built a building that's too big for the town. I don't know how exactly this happened. It just kind of grew. It just kind of grew out of nowhere. So so remember how, you know, last clip, like, well, for you just a few seconds ago, but I was talking about how, you know, overhauling a village means either tearing them down or using the existing village. So you know, after saying that, yeah, I'm just going to tear them down, I looked at this building and was like, no, I'm going to overhaul this building. And well, this happened, you know, it just kind of started where I just started adding some logs, and then I thought, well, I'll just come out, and then I got to the top of the middle section there. I thought, well, I need a roof and I should make a big roof, and then all of a sudden it's another tower, which does seem to be sort of how I operate, is just make towers a lot. But you know, what I like about it is it gives some depth to the roof of the you know, like the roof of the town. It looks a little out of place. And it's very straight. I wanted to try something different. I don't usually do that. Normally I would come out with the roof, but I've done that so many times here. It looks like I forgot to put glass up in there too. That's fine. But yeah, I wanted to make it straight and just see how it felt, and it feels extremely straight. So I have some plans to deal with that. We're gonna have to deal with that a future episode because I'm running out of time here. But I think what I'll do is I'll connect this to another building with a bridge, and all of a sudden then it looks a lot more natural. So we'll have another bigger building sort of off to the left over there, and you know, it's just making the skyline look better, especially from like this. Because if you can imagine this Monument to the Fallen, if you can imagine this with like 100 or more of these statues going this way, going this way, going this way, and going that way, then all of a sudden I think you see that this town needs to have a little bit of height to it. Otherwise it's otherwise it looks like the same height as these statues. I think that's, you kind of, every time. I've done that every time I've been here. I back into this water. Then I think if without the height, you just lose a little bit of like maybe distance or something. Also, by the way, how smooth is this, right? I mean, for me, remember, I have a bit of a potato for computer these days. It's aging. It used to be okay, and now it's aging. So I don't usually get to play or certainly record with shaders, but this is actually really smooth. This is the new shaders I've been trying out, the CUDA shaders that are really great inside. Look inside. Like a lot of times shaders make things so dark or so red or anything, but these are wonderful. These are wonderful. So other things I did, let's see, I came over here. I made a little poppy field. This is kind of a space filler, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's okay. Oh, you know what I meant to shear a bunch of grass and put it on some of the coarse dirt here, but that's okay. I can do that later. And I did this house over here, which I honestly, I don't remember if I did this at this point on the video. I should have checked, but I didn't. You know, I went with a different look here. Oh, you know what? What I don't like having two different kinds of doors. Let me go up and get two more dark oak doors over here, because I don't like having the dark oak and the oak right next to each other. And I have a bunch of dark oak somewhere. My storage situation is a total nightmare these days. Also, this is how I usually make. I went a little overboard. I had like a weird amount of obsidian left, but I usually make this little T for concrete powder. It just so your pickaxe, if you have a fast pickaxe, just so it doesn't cut into the cobblestone or whatever around. You can do it with wood as well, I guess, no problem. But I had some obsidian that I brought with me, so no problem there. There we go. Cool. So what else is going on here? Let me show you this kind of odd house that I went with. Again, it's just you know, I'm trying to go outside of my comfort zone just little by little, and that's kind of what I've tried to do a lot recently. And I think this house is a good example of that. Upstairs, obviously no interiors. That's, you know, unfortunately how I roll. I wish it wasn't, but you know it is. And then a basement that's not quite half a floor, so I think it kind of works. And then you come down here, and I need to detail this with a little bit of crack. Ooh, maybe a little bit of light. I should detail this with some light, perhaps. Okay. Anyway, yeah, just a basement. You know, I thought it was kind of nice, kind of interesting, a little bit different than, again, different than what I usually do. I wonder if I have any. Actually, if I have some cracks, I wouldn't mind putting some in this wall. Let me see. I swear that I just made a new batch. Maybe it's in the furnace currently. Oh, yeah. Not very much, but a little bit. Do I have any more, maybe? Just while I'm here talking to you folks, maybe I can just chuck this in the furnace. Cool. All right. Keep that rolling, and yeah, let's just detail this a little bit. I think this retaining wall has worked out really well. I really like this part. I really like coming down here. I think it's a really nice indentation. I really don't like this one as much. I think I'm just gonna get rid of that and just make it grass. It was a nice try. Sometimes you try things, sometimes they're awesome, and sometimes they are less so. Let's see. Just toss down like some of this kind of randomly, but it's just a really nice detail with cobble. It makes it look like maybe it used to be a little bit more than it is these days. But I think the tower worked out pretty well. There are ladders on the inside to get up to the top, as per usual. And let's see. How about one in there? And just so I don't run out, I want to get this part in here. Let's go there. Wait, was that already? No, that was cobble. Okay. And let's go here. Yeah, maybe here. And here. Okay. Other than that, I'm good. Okay, all right. You know, might be okay to put one here, actually. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Threw some walls in the water. Again, just kind of playing with the new water mechanics. I still don't really know how to use them yet. I mean, I know how they work. I just mean I don't know how to really use this kind of thing in a in this setting. I didn't go to get vines. I meant to, and I just kind of forgot. But let's do this there. Maybe this here. One nice thing about how this worked with these supports. Ooh, I don't like that up there. Yeah, I don't like that at all. See, you see what I'm talking about? I don't like how that textures. It's the same texture with no depth. Okay. We're gonna work this out together. I don't like it, and I want to change it. And I think I have an idea of what to do. There it is. Oh, no, I put all my stuff away. Okay, let me find some... Yeah, we'll do this together. Just an idea. Try it out anyway. I need to find some cobblestone. Maybe a couple slabs. Maybe some dark oak. Oh, no, not... I haven't built out dark oak in that building at all. That would be... Oh, and actually... All right, let's grab these. Okay, I need spruce slabs. That'll be fine. Can I sleep? No? No, really? It's really close to sleep. Okay, let's do one. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe what we should do is, let's do 2 sets of walls. Walls. I think. It's interesting. I'm not sure exactly here. Let me see. If you go. Really? Yeah, just barely miss it. Okay. That's fine. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. This is like just a test of just a way to cover up that texture change, you know, after we sleep. Get some light in here. I really love. I've never built with shaders, and I'm not gonna do it all the time. Don't worry, it's not gonna be a common thing. But it does look. It sure does look beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind that at all. That's nice. I like it. Okay. So if I remember right, let me show you here. That went there, and then there, and then there. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm totally down with this. This is a nice look. I need to do this path at some point, which I will. And then, but I want to figure out what's going on. There's a couple houses here. Like this house needs to be dealt with. Probably removed. This house needs to be. Well, I didn't mean to remove it yet. Probably removed. And then, yeah, and just go. Wow, what a ladder. All right, let's do this, this, and this. Cool. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, I guess that's pretty much it. I guess that's pretty much it for the day. I think it's a big change. It's a big change for the world, but I think it's a good one. So I'll see you all next episode. Thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments or suggestions, I always love those a lot. And yeah, we're just, trying to finish up this town, here in the next, 10 days or so and get ready for season 3. Season 3. I'm super excited. I'm working diligently on Vasten Dimensions and, trying to get that all sort of set up for the beginning of December at some point. And, we'll go from there. So anyway, thank you. Love you all so much for coming by, and, I'll see you next episode. Bye.